أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وإذا طلقتم النساء فبلغن أجلهن فلا تعدلوهن أن ينكحن أزواجهن إذا ترادوا بينهم بالمعروف ذلك يوعظ به من كان منكم يؤمن بالله واليوم الآخر ذلكم أزكى لكم وأطهر والله يعلم وأنتم لا تعلمون. Dear friends, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I recited Surah Al-Baqarah Ayat number 232. In this ayat, Allah tells us, Wa iza, and when, tallaqtumun nisaa, and when you divorced your woman. فَبَلَغْنَا أَجَلَهُنَّ, and they reached their waiting period, like 3 months they have covered, like completed, because after the divorce the woman has to wait up to 3 months. So Allah said, when you divorced the woman and they have completed 3 months their period, waiting period, fala ta'duluhunna, and don't hinder them, or don't cause delay or interrupt them. An yankehu, an yankehna, that they can marry azwajahunna, to their husbands, or they can marry, or they can do nikah with their husbands. Iza taradaw, when they are agree with them. Bainahum, between them. If between them they are agree, so don't stop them, or don't hinder, or don't make interruption. And if they want to do nikah with their husbands, so you should not do anything. You don't interrupt them, don't stop them. So this is the order of Allah, that you don't stop them. فَلَا تَعْدُلُوهُنَّ أَن يَنْكِحْنَ أَزْوَاجَهُنَّ. So you don't hinder them, don't interrupt them from nikah to their husbands. إِذَا تَرَادَوْا بَيْنَهُمْ, if they are agree with them. Bil maruf, according to the uh, tradition of Islam at that time. Zalika yu'azu bihi. This is the advice of Allah to you. So Allah advises you this way. Man kana minkum, to that one who yaminu billahi, who believes in Allah, wal yawmil akhir, and in the last day. Zalikum azka lakum, that is more virtuous, wa athar, and more purity. Wallahu ya'lamu, and Allah knows, wa antum la ta'lamun, and you don't know. So Allah said in this ayat that when you divorce your woman, so after first divorce, the woman has to wait for 3 months. So after 3 months, if the husband is not to reconcile with the woman or with the wife, so then the second divorce become applicable. So after the second divorce, if the husband and wife they want to join together, so then they have to revise their nikah again. So nikah they have to do again. So after that they are allowed to stay as usual as they were before. So this way sometimes it happen like when someone divorce a woman, so the people or the relative who are from the woman's side they become angry with the other relative who are from the husband side, so they become angry that this person is not good, he why he divorced our sister or our daughter or something like there is a problem in between, the confliction start and the disturbance and the problem and dispute possible, but that is not a good thing, because if divorce has been done, so after that the husband is not to approach the wife up to the time of 3 months. So then the second divorce becomes applicable, and then if the woman wants to remarry to the husband again, to do nikah again with the same husband, so this obstruction that becomes from the parents of the woman or the brothers of the woman or the other relative of the woman, Allah said, you are not allowed to interrupt, you are not allowed to hinder, you are not allowed to stop this nikah if the woman and the men and the wives and husband they are uh, they are agree, so you are not allowed to stop them, you are not to allowed to interrupt them. So if you do so, then Allah said, ذَلِكَ يُؤَذُ بِهِ مَنْ كَانَ مِنْكُمْ يُؤْمِنُ بِاللَّهِ وَالْيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ. So this is advice of Allah, and if a person who believes in Allah and believes in the day of judgment, so that person is not allowed to stop, not allowed to interrupt if the woman wants a nikah with the husband that was already. So this way, Allah said, Zalika azka lakum wa athar, that is more virtuous, that is more purity, and Wallahu ya'lamu wa antum la ta'lamun. Allah knows it, but you don't know that one. So we can see this, we can get a reference from Imam Bukhari, rahmatullah alayh, and it is one hadith that Maqal bin Yasar radiallahu ta'ala anhu, so his sister, she was the wife of Abdullah bin Asim radiallahu ta'ala anhu. What happened? Something problem in between husband and wife, and Abdullah bin Asim radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he divorced his wife. So when divorced has been taken, then the wife she came to her brother's house. So Maqil bin Yasar radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he was angry, and after the first divorce, when the time period like 3 months have been completed, so Abdullah bin Asim radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he never came to his wife. So after the end of waiting period 3 months, He thought that I must reconcile, I must rejoin to my wife. So he sent the message that I want to revise my nikah and to keep my wife with me. So please allow it. So that time Maqil bin Yasar radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he became angry and he refused. So that time this ayat came that wa iza tallaqtumun nisaa, and when you divorced your woman, fabalagna ajalahunna, and they have completed their waiting period 3 months, fala taduluhunna, and you are not allowed to hinder, not allowed to interrupt them, an yankihna, if they want to do nikah azwajahunna to their husbands, iza taradaw bainahum, if they are agree with them. So bil maruf, according to the custom and traditions of Sharia at that time. So what happened when this ayat came, and Maqil bin Yasar radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he approached to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and listened this ayat. After listening the ayat, he allowed his sister to remarry Abdullah bin Asim radiallahu ta'ala anhu, and the same situation was happened with Jabir bin Abdullah radiallahu ta'ala anhu, when when his cousin, she she was married to someone, and when she was divorced, and then her husband, after completion of the waiting period after the divorce, so he sent the message of nikah. So because he said, I want to rejoin, reconcile, and after revising nikah. So that time of Jabir bin Abdullah radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he refused. But that time when he listened, when he heard this ayat, wa iza tallaqtumun nisaa fa balagna ajalahunna fala ta'duluhunna an yankihna azwajahunna iza taradu bainahum bil ma'ruf. So then Jabir radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he agreed, and he has done nikah of his cousin to the to her husband. So that has been done. So the main thing is that Allah told us in this ayat that if the woman who has given the divorce, the first divorce, and even the second divorce, so after applicability of the second divorce, if she want to remarry or do nikah again with the previous husband, so she is allowed, and you are not allowed to interrupt her, even if you are brother, or you are the father, or you are any relative of the woman. You are not allowed to interrupt her, not allowed to uh, stop her nikah, that this nikah with her husband, if she want to rejoin husband again, so she is allowed. So Allah said is you are not to stop that. If you want to stop, so you will get the serious punishment at the day of judgment, because Allah will be angry at that, because Allah said in this ayat that ذَلِكَ يُعَذُ بِهِ, Allah advises you, Man kana minkum, and Allah also said that anyone from you who yuminu billahi wal yawmil akhir, who believes in Allah and the day of judgment, and that person is not allowed to stop the woman who want to rejoin the husband and to want to do nikah again with them. So you are not allowed to stop, not allowed to interrupt them. So you have to be to follow the commands of Allah. Zalika azka lakum wa athar. And this is virtuous for you, and this will be more, this give the more purity also. This is pure and nice, good thing for you. And because you don't know what is the secret in between them, so Allah said this, wallahu ya'lamu wa antum la ta'lamun. And Allah knows about that, but you don't know about that one. So this way, this message has been conveyed here, that the when the woman, they want to remarry the husband after divorce, so they are allowed. Even if you look the these that is from Abdullah bin Abbas radiallahu ta'ala anhu, that is in Muslim. And the Holy Prophet ﷺ said, when you want to marry a girl, and you have to get permission from the girl. So this is from Sahih Bukhari, that the permission from the girl, from the girl who is to be married, is compulsory. So that is very important also. And even if you look, Khansa bin Hazam radiallahu ta'ala anha, and she said that she was married uh, to someone by by her dad, and that time she was widow, and that person was not liked by her. And but the dad said, you marry with that one, but that was by force marriage. And this way the she came to Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and she told all the story about that one. And the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said this nikah is null and void. So then she was allowed to marry at any other place. The same situation that we can get from other hadith, that is Abu Salma bin Abdurrahman radiallahu ta'ala anhu. He said that one woman came to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and said that my relative, he sent a message of nikah for me, so I like that one. But my dad, he has done nikah of me with some other person, so I don't like that one. So then Prophet ﷺ, he called her dad, and when he came, and Prophet ﷺ said, "Tell me the whole story," and he told about that one. And that time the Prophet ﷺ decided that the nikah that has been done by her dad, so it was null and void. So the Prophet ﷺ said to her that you are free to marry any person if you want. So this nikah which has been done by your dad, so that is null and void. So this way the we got from here information that the nikah, if it is done by force, that is not applicable. So the consent of the woman or the girl is very important. And even if she is a widow, or even if she is like so virgin, so she are, we are as a Muslim, so it is our duty to ask the girl who is to be married that she accept or no. If she don't accept, then is not allowed to marry to a person if she don't like that one. If she like and she say yes, then is fine. So that is the main thing. So and Allah said in this ayat that we are not allowed to interrupt the nikah if the woman who was married to someone, and after the divorced, if she want to remarry or rejoin that one also with nikah again, so allowed that one also. Similarly, if for example, if after the talaq, like after the divorced, about three times divorce have been done, and the woman, she was married to some other person, and if that person has died, or that person divorced the woman again, so if she got the wife divorced from the other man also, now if she wants to rejoin the first husband, so that is allowed also. So she can join that one also. According to Islam, it is allowed. So this way Allah said you are not allowed to interrupt them, and you are not allowed to stop them, you are just to promote them also. So this way we are the Muslims, we have to look after our daughters, our sisters, our relatives. So if a person who is just to force the woman, so that person is doing the action that makes Allah angry. So, and even if a person who taught, this is like a torturing. If a person who torture here at the day of judgment, he will be under the torture in hell also, because this is the command of Allah. If someone is not to follow, then automatically the sinful and maybe the relationship with Allah and Prophet ﷺ also finish, because in the command of Allah that comes in Holy Quran, that is Allah's special order. If a person to deny that one, so the relationship with Allah and the Prophet ﷺ and with Islam also finishes. So this way we have to follow the command of Allah, we have to learn Islam, we understand Islam, and we have to follow it, and we have to apply it in our daily life, so that our life, this life, must be comfortable, good, not for us but for everyone, peaceful, nice. Allah give us tawfiq. Ameen.